Today we have a special guest with us. This woman has overcome all social barriers and has earned her medical degree. I would like you all to welcome Dr. Elizabeth Blackwell to our studio today.
Hello. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for joining us. How are you doing today?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good as well. So let's start at the basics. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I was born in 1821 in Bristol, England. My father was a sugar refiner. My mother stayed at home and she introduced all of the children to literature and music.
So how did it come about that you came to America?
Due to financial instability and the will to abolish slavery, my father moved our family to the United States in 1828 when I was just 11. My father opened a Congress sugar refinery in New York City and was able to act upon his passion for abolition.
I see that your father is a very forward-thinking man.
Oh, of course. He was very progressive in his way of thinking, so much that he was inclined to give every child in our family the same education, boys and girls alike. When I was young, I had a governess and private tutors to supplement my intellectual development. He was very liberal in his views on religion and social ideologies. Unfortunately, my father died when I was 16, but he left a great influence on our family.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. What effect did this have on your family?
Oh, of course we were devastated, but we were also left penniless. I procured a teaching job in Henderson, Kentucky that paid $400 a year. Soon after I left due to the extreme racism shown by the people there and limited opportunities to advance my learning.
So you were a teacher. So how did it come about that you got involved in the medical field?
It's funny actually, I hated anything to do with the medical field and anything to do with the body. But a friend who was dying of ovarian cancer inspired me to help others by insisting that the comfort of a woman doctor would make the process much easier. Also, I realized that there were not many opportunities for women since most teachers married, which for me was out of the question.
Wow, you are simply inspiring, isn't she? So, you didn't want to get married. Why is that? Isn't it every woman's dream to find the right man?
Oh, much the opposite. I belong to the transcendentalist community, and a core belief is self-reliance and independence. I didn't want to rely on a man for my basic needs to survive.
Isn't that brilliant? So, tell me about your goals going through medical school.
Well, I was accepted into Geneva Medical College in 1847. Not much else to say about that due to the fact that Kristen, Luda, and Andy are going to show you a video right now about that. So, enjoy.
Dr. Elizabeth Blackwell, first woman in America to become a doctor. Go back to the early 1800s. Young Elizabeth was tending her dying neighbor daily. And the neighbor said to her, "Elizabeth, I don't think I would be dying if I had had a female doctor in whom I could confide. Elizabeth, promise me you'll become a doctor." Charge from a dying friend. Elizabeth said, "I will." She knew it would not be easy. Fortunately, the town doctor, obviously a man, said, "I'll help you." So for 2 years, she studied privately. She then started applying to medical schools. 5 rejection letters came. Would you write number 6? 10 rejection letters came. Would you write number 11? 15 came. Are you going to write number 16? Oh no, getting tough now. 20 came. You're going to write 21? 25 came. You're going to write 26? Elizabeth did. 27 rejection letters over the course of several years. But she did what heroes do. She persevered. She had an I can attitude. And finally, a little medical school in upstate New York, Geneva Medical School. The male faculty gathered the 50 men who were students. "What do you want to do? We have an application here from a woman." "Oh yeah, let her in." Talk like New Yorkers. "It'll be funny. When they bring out the cadaver, we can watch Elizabeth run from the room." Be a good laugh. So they let her in as a joke. Joke was on the boys. First in her class. You go, girl.
My goal was to become a medical surgeon, but unfortunately, I developed purulent ophthalmia, causing blindness in my right eye, ending my dream. Actually, I wanted to be on Grey's Anatomy, TBH.
Well, aren't you just breaking the fourth wall over?
Well, somehow. Anyways, on a more serious note, I couldn't become a surgeon, so I decided to pursue obstetrics and gynecology.
Well, that's definitely a shot below the belt. Okay, on a more serious note. Anyways, what were your goals, achievements, in life, other than the obvious getting into medical school?
After medical school, I opened up my own practice in New York City. With my sister Emily, we established the New York Infirmary for Indigenous Women and Children, which accepted in both inpatients and outpatients, and served as a nurses training facility.
Oh wow, that is just awesome. I bet that was really great in helping train nurses during the Civil War.
Indeed, when the American Civil War broke out, my sisters and I aided in the nursing efforts. I sided strongly with the Northern cause due to my abolitionist roots. I met resistance with the male-dominated U.S. Sanitary Commission. The male physicians refused to help with the nurse education plan if it involved my sisters and I. Still, our infirmary managed to stay open with the help of Dorothea Dix to train nurses for the union effort.
Wow, Dorothea Dix is quite an accomplished woman. Did you work with any other women in medicine?
I worked closely with Florence Nightingale, Elizabeth Garrett Anderson, Marie Zarkowska, Elizabeth Cady Stanton, and Clara Barton.
Now that is a talented group. Wow, I'm just amazed. Also, one more question. So I heard you wrote some books. Tell me a little bit about them.
I published several books, two of them including Medicine as a Profession for Women and Address on the Medical Education for Women. Both deal with the new idea of women in medicine and how they can get their foot in the door.
What an excellent idea. I can tell that you are very committed to the medical field. Tell me, what are your other accomplishments?
A few years ago, I helped establish the New York Infirmary for Women and Children in New York City. This is a medical college for women, providing medical training experience for women, doctors, and medical care for the poor. I tried to model this program in Britain as well to create a parallel infirmary there.
Was this the reason why you moved to England?
Yes, being over in England helped the process of creating the infirmary. While I was there, I adopted my daughter Kitty from the House of Refuge. I was lonely and I felt like I needed to do good deed.
Wow, well there you have it, folks. This woman is inspiring, caring, intelligent, and she is a doctor. She has truly overcome all social barriers and obstacles, and she is just an inspiration to all. Thank you, and have a nice day.